Hello, my friends. This is Wendy with loveandstampin.com. I am thrilled that you're here with me today. We are going to be making the cutest note card holder. You're going to love it. But before we do that, I'm going to jump into a few housekeeping items that'll go really quick before we get into our project. First, you can get a free gift from me that is a purple pack of beautiful little goodies when you place an order of $50 or more with this host code. I will make sure to link to this below the video when the video is over. So after the video is over, if you want to shop with me and get any goodies that you see here today that you love, you can shop with me at the link and use this host code and you will receive a free purple pack of goodies. Why a purple pack? Well, I am doing an Alzheimer's Association fundraiser right now. My grandmother passed away from Alzheimer's, and the whole month of February, I am doing whatever I can to help raise awareness and raise money for the Alzheimer's Association. So in addition to the free gift you're going to receive, I'm going to make a $5 donation to the Alzheimer's Association for Alzheimer's awareness at the end of February, and I'll make sure to record that so you guys can see it happen. So that is what I have going on right now as far as a promotional item from me. And this is Stampin' Up! Product that you will receive from me. We also have the All Together bundle that is available right now. And if you've not already seen this, I showed some stuff on it last week along with other info about it. But it's beautiful products. These natural tones blends markers are fantastic, and you can pick any of these up in my online store as well. We have our February creative inspiration calendar that we use for our lives each Tuesday. We are making a note card holder today, so I'm going to show you how to make this. I'm also going to provide a free project sheet over on my blog. So at the end of this video, there will be a link in the description below this video. You can click that link, which will take you to my blog, and you can look at all the beautiful photos there, and you can also click the project sheet link to print the project sheet and save it forever. And there's also a Pinterest graphic there. So you can pin that Pinterest graphic to your favorite card making Pinterest board, and it will save it for you so you can go back at a later time and re-look at this project that we're making today. Now, if you want this calendar for free in your email every single month, you need to subscribe to my email list. There is a link below the video all the way down at the bottom of the description that says get my emails. If you click that and sign up and confirm your email, then you will receive this in your email every month. Something to keep you inspired and creative. Last housekeeping item I have for you is when I go live on YouTube, I don't really chit chat with anybody until the very end. So if you're commenting or asking questions, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's that I simply cannot make the project and talk with you at the same time. So please, please, please leave your comments, ask questions, whatever you want to do. Give me that thumbs up, acknowledge that you're here, tell me you're here, where you're from, what your weather's like today, whatever you want to share with me, and I will chit chat with you at the end of the video. All right, let's get into today's project. So before we make it, I'm going to show it to you. Look at this. Now I want to give full credit of the base project to Mikaela Tetheridge. I never know how to say her last name. She's in the UK, and I linked to her original post and video over on my blog. She created this quite some time ago, and I saw it on her blog and I loved it, and I decided to recreate it for you today. So it opens up like this, and inside we have these beautiful little note cards that are tucked inside, and you can fit 2 note cards on each side very comfortably. Now the great thing about this is you can purchase the Whisper White note cards and envelopes. It comes in a pack like this. There's 20 envelopes and 20 cards. This is fantastic for beginning card makers, and it's fantastic for gift giving. So my recommendation to you is when you buy one of these, think about you could make 5 of these with 4 cards stuck inside. 5 times 4 is 20. And you would be able to give these as gifts or memento host gifts, whatever you want to do. And I have another example for you, and I'll show you at the end of the video. But this is what you want if you want to get these little note cards, because it comes with the envelopes and the card bases and everything. All right. And there will be a supply list on my project sheet and over on my blog. So you want to make sure to grab that link below the video. Remember, not right now. You got to wait till the end. Okay, so we are going to make our little note card holder. And I've pre-stamped and pre-die cut some of the stuff, but we're going to do some stamping and die cutting together too, so don't worry. All right, I'm using a piece of Pool Party cardstock. This piece of cardstock is cut at 7.5 by 8 1/4. And on the long side, the 8 1/4 side, you want to score at 3 7/8 and 4 3/8. Now, don't worry if you don't catch this or you're like, what were the measurements? Because I have it all written out for you on that project sheet. You're going to turn your cardstock 90 degrees, and you're going to score at 5 1/4 and 5 1/2. We're going to set this aside. You need 2 pieces of cardstock. This is Pool Party, cut at 1 1/4 by 2 inches. And we're going to score both of these at the 1/2 inch and 3/4 of an inch. So we'll do both of those. And that will be all the scoring we have to do. Okay. Now, what I like to do is I like to grab my bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, this is one of my favorite tools in my craft room. I highly recommend that every card maker have one because it's great for burnishing the edges of your cardstock. So I'm going to fold on my score lines and burnish all those edges very nicely. And then we have one more step to make our little pocket book folder. I have a little ruler here. It is just one that I got from EK Success years and years ago. I don't even think they sell it anymore. In fact, I think it was probably part of some sort of little kit, but I love this ruler. So I'm measuring 1 inch from this score line, okay? So we're going 1 inch this way to the left, and we're just going to make a little mark. And then we're going to come over to this other score line, and we're going to measure 1 inch and make a little mark. Now we need to bring our trimmer back, and we're going to cut from that little mark we made to the top score line here, okay? So we're essentially going to cut a triangle. Now I'm having a hard time seeing this because I'm doing it on camera. Give me a second here. Let me get it in the view. And it doesn't help that I'm blind as a bat, let me tell you. Okay. And then you're just going to cut just up to that score line. We're going to repeat the same thing on this other side. So we're going to look for that cross score line, the very top one, and line up our little point at the bottom, our mark that we made, and we're going to cut to the score line. Need to go a little further. All right. Now we can take this piece and just cut it off. Just going to cut right on that top score line, just like so. Okay. Now we're going to work with these guys. So again, I'm going to bring in that bone folder that I love so much and score my lines, burnish them. And FYI, if you don't already know this, you always want to fold towards the bump. So that's not something I always knew to do, but that is how the fibers in the paper are broken down better in that direction. So you always want to fold towards where the bumped up part or the embossed part is. Just a little side tip. All right, we're gonna add some tear and tape adhesive to these guys, and I'm gonna do 2 pieces on each side of here. And then we're gonna do one on this side. All right. And then I'm gonna use my handy dandy take your pick tool. This is another tool I would not be able to live without in my craft room. I'll tell you what, I don't even know how I functioned without one before Stampin' Up had them. I have 2 actually, because I like having one that's just already set up with my stylus. This little end piece here comes out, so you have a spatula on one end and a pokey tool on the other, and then there's another end that comes with it, which is a stylus tool, so you can replace that. But instead I'm lazy and I just purchased 2 take your pick tools, so I have one with my stylus and one that I can swap out my spatula and my pokey tool. Isn't that funny? How lazy is that, that I'm not willing to just have one? No, I have to have 2. Oh, goodness. Okay. So now we're going to take these and we're going to line up. I'm going with the little tab facing me on the flap that's going to fold up. And I'm going to line it up at the top of this pocket. And making sure the side, oops. Making sure the side is lined up nicely. And then you're gonna fold it over, and I look here to make sure this is nice and flat, because see, we could do it this way and it's gonna be bent down way far. You could do it like this. So you really wanna make sure that that bottom part is lined up nicely. And then I'm gonna take my bone folder and go in here and just push down that other flap. There you go. So we're gonna repeat exactly the same thing on the other side. And then we're gonna make our cards. Now, for those of you who are new around here, you may not know that I do a little thing called story time, which is basically just sharing whatever I feel like sharing. Something going on in my life, something that's new, you know, that kind of thing. Not necessarily pertaining to card making. If that's not your jam, we get it. You don't have to stick around and hang out with us. But I actually get comments on a regular basis if I don't do story time that people are upset. So we're gonna have a little story time today as we continue to decorate this. So if you like this, you can literally leave now and get that project sheet linked below the video. There is a link in the description below after this is live, after the live finishes, and you'll have at least the base. But now we're going to do all the decorating, which is the fun part and the part where I get to do story time. All right, I've got this fun ribbon. This is the Flowers from Every Season ribbon combo. And I'm gonna wrap this around here first before I add any of the rest of my decorations for the front. And then we do have a piece of Flowering Fields Designer Series paper. This is cut at 3 5/8 by 4. No, let's measure it. I was trying to remember. 3 5/8 by 5, and it's gonna go on the front. All right. Okay, while I wrap this, we're gonna jump back and forth between story time and my decorating here, so just hang tight with us. I'm gonna add a piece of adhesive here to add my ribbon, but I'm not gonna add any adhesive on the back or anything. I just want the ribbon to stay in place on the front, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a minute. Okay. So story time. First, if you watched my last video, I discussed our shower saga. And And I'm not going to repeat all of that. You can go back and rewatch it. It's been quite an ordeal. It was my last video that was just released this last Saturday where I explain all of it. And I want to make clear, I'm not complaining because I understand how blessed we are that we are able to have a remodel done on our house. So I just want to share that I get the first world problem, you know, thing involved in this. I want to acknowledge that. That being said, when people are in and out of your house all day and it's chaotic, it's a little rough on life. And in combination with that, my husband worked crazy hours last week. For those of you who might be new, he is a power lineman, so he works really weird hours sometimes, and that's just the life we live. So, anyway, shower is finished. This is the exciting news I have to tell you today. The shower is finished. The flooring is finished. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and it's not leaking. We've had 2 showers in it, no water anywhere. We are ecstatic. I just can't even tell you how happy we are. This remodel was done in July or August of last year. Well, it started in June and it went through until the end of July. And we saved for it for a really long time. So it was pretty tough to have it be nothing but problems since, you know, the month after it got remodeled. So good news is it's working. It's beautiful. We are thrilled. We are happy. And that is the great news. All right, really quick, back to the card. We are using the Flowering Rain Boots bundle. If you haven't seen this bundle, it is in the January through June mini catalog. It is adorable, and I have not been able to wait to put my hands on it. It is so cute. So it comes with all these fantastic dies and the stamp set, and I just love it. So I've already pre-stamped and die cut these just to save us a little time because we have some cards to make. And I wanted to show all this to you. So this is in Poppy Parade, Granny Apple Green, Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, and Sahara Sand for the rain boots. So we're going to assemble all of these. These are designed to fit in the pots and the boots and stuff, which is just too cute for words. So we're going to just decorate this up and then we'll move on to our cards. Okay, so then the other thing I have to tell you about is the weather in California. So I'm going to just preface this by saying I know a lot of you are in the Midwest and the Northeast, and you have had horrendous weather as of late, and I want to apologize in advance for what I'm about to say because some of you are going to want to physically hurt me when I say this. It has been nothing but mid to high 60s and sunshine here since like the second week of January. We've had some little cold snaps, but for us, cold snaps is like 30 something degrees. So there's benefits to this and there's not benefits to this. Let's talk about benefits. The benefits to this is Wendy's really happy because I am a sun seeker 100%. I love the sunshine. I love warm weather. And to me, 60s is not warm, but it's warmer than 50s, so I'll take it. So, anyway, so for me, emotionally and mental health wise, it's wonderful. I struggle with seasonal kind of depression, not like anything where I'm not able to get out of the bed. I know there are a lot of people that do struggle with that, and I understand why. But I can just get really blue and really down in the winter months when it's cold and it's gloomy and gray for days and days on end. I would just rather have storms and actual weather than just gray skies. So anyway, so the benefit is I've been happy. The dogs have been happy. Everything's happy. Here's the setback. Y'all, California needs water. So it's kind of an issue, you know, for us to not get enough rain. Now we got absurd amounts of rain in December. We had that really weird Remember it like rained. Well, you probably don't remember if you don't live here, but it rained like 8 inches in 2 days. It was bizarre. It has never happened in the history since they've been recording the weather in California. It was really weird. And then we had some pretty good storms. But if we don't get some more water, we're going to be in a big hurt, y'all. It's going to be trouble times. So here we go. We're going to make these really quick here. Now I've got 2, but I need 2 more. So I thought we would stamp and die cut these together just because it would be fun. So let me grab, I didn't realize I didn't have any scrap paper sitting over here. All right. So we're going to grab we've got 3 colors here: Bumblebee, Sahara Sand, Calypso Coral, and then we're going to use black. And lately I have really been exploring using less product and creating more stuff, which I think is fun. Because sometimes it can be really easy to get overwhelmed with all the stuff we have, and we're just like going crazy trying to make these elaborate projects using a whole bunch of things. And instead I thought, you know what? I am just going to create what I think is beautiful and fun, and I am just going to stop fussing over using all the things all the time. So that is why we have some really simple cards that are going in the note card holder. Plus, I mean, come on, these boots and the flowers and the whole thing are just so, that's not going to fit on there. They're all just so cute. You really don't need to go super elaborate, right? They kind of stand up all on their own. No pun intended about the boots. Okay, so back to story time while I'm creating here. The weather, yeah, it's been incredible. I've loved every minute of it, and it's worked out really well for my Alzheimer's awareness stuff because I've been walking every day. So I'm able to get out and walk, and it's not cold and miserable and rainy on me. So that has also been a blessing that I have really enjoyed. All right, we're gonna get our little pebble out here. This is my little pebble machine, and I call it that because I call the big machine the rock. I have a small, just little small obsession with the rock. Not like, listen, it's not even a romantic-y thing. I just think he's so cool. And when I was a kid, I thought he was cool. You know, I followed the guy for years, all the way back to when he was in the WWE, and was a wrestler. Do I strike you as the kind of person who would watch wrestling? This is what I would really like to know. I think it's hysterical that I watched wrestling because I don't even strike myself as somebody who would enjoy wrestling, but I do. So there's that. All right, so we're going to die cut these little friends out, get them ready to go on a card. And if you don't have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss Mini, they are $60. Such a great deal, I think, especially if you just need something for traveling. So I have some travel plans coming up, and I thought, I mean, they're not like really soon, it's a ways away, but I thought, oh, I could take my mini cut and emboss. I'm always thinking, how could I take just a few things to be able to craft? And so we'll see what I end up. The problem is, right, is we want to take all the things. So I'll have to pick just a couple of bundles that I want to take with me, because I will have time to craft at this little trip I'm going on. So let me get that sucker through there. All right. I just love a die cut. Don't you love a die cut? They just look so nice. All right, now we're gonna do our little, so here's how these little note card and envelopes come. They're already scored for you and everything. And I think these are only like $7, $10. They're not very expensive. I can't remember how much the set is, off the top of my head, but they're not crazy expensive. We're gonna use the Life in Full Bloom, and we're gonna stamp in black. I put my stamp on my card, I mean on my block, all cattywampus. So it's having to stamp weird. All right. We're gonna add this guy. Now hang around because I'm gonna look back through the comments and we're gonna have some chit chat here in just a second. As soon as I finish up this card with the rain boots. Look how easy that goes together. Isn't it cute? Oh my God, I just love it. And how cute, I mean, I just feel like anybody who received this as a gift would think it is just the coolest little thing. You know, as card makers, we tend to look at cards and projects through our eyes instead of the eyes of our recipients. And one of us might look at this little card and think, meh, you know, meh, it's pretty simple. But the recipient of that card is probably going to look at that card and be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you so much for making this for me. You know what I'm saying? We look at it through our lens instead of their lens. And I have come to learn that folks are very impressed with the things that we create when we are so hard on ourselves about what we're creating. So for this one, I want to use the sentiment rain or shine. I think it's rain or shine. I'm here for you. Now we could easily step these little cards up. One of the things that you could do to step it up is you can take your water painter, dip it in a little bit of Pool Party ink, put some watercolor wash on here, real light blue underneath these boots. Would look like the boots are standing in a water puddle. How cute would that be? Very, very cute. In fact, maybe we'll just do that just so we can see how cute it would be. Let me grab my Pool Party. Sounds like a fun idea, right? And the longer we get to hang out, the happier I am. So let's grab this guy and grab our water painter. Gotta find one with some water in it. I'm really bad about letting these run out of water. Squeeze some water down there. And look at that. How easy was that? Done. I mean, come on, guys. Anyone can do this, right? Done. Isn't that cute? And it just adds just a little something. Okay, now I'm gonna set those aside and let them dry. Bring this guy back in. One of my very, very favorite embellishments in the January through June mini catalog are the iridescent rhinestones. I think we should all join in some sort of like something to, you know, keep these in the catalogs forever and ever. Amen. Like never take them out of any catalog ever. Wendy will always need an iridescent rhinestone. Oh my gosh. I would rather have these than the regular rhinestones. I love them that much. I love these. They are so pretty. They take on kind of whatever color they get put on, and they are just gorgeous. I just love them. Let's see. We'll do one more right here. So there's the front of this, and these guys, we've got our two little flower guys. We're gonna put them here. And then we've got our 2 little rain boot guys that are so stinking cute. Stack them with their envelopes, and we're gonna put them here. And we're done. And I'm not even gonna try to tie the bow because you know how tying bows on camera goes. Now I told you if you stuck around to the end, you were gonna see another sample using this exact same pattern, because one of the things I'm really trying to do in 2022 is show you guys how you can take any project sheet I create and recreate it with anything. It doesn't have to be what I used. So basically, as long as you have the basic measurements for a card, a project, all you have to do is replace the decorations. That's it. So here is another one I made. And I used the Cactus Cuties. And this is gorgeous ribbon, which you will receive for free from me when you place a $50 order or more. This is part of your purple pack. Isn't that gorgeous? So that is, you got to place your order by February 27th. I'll bring this back in really quick and use this host code. Okay, so this is the Cactus Cuties. Look at when we open it up. I mean, you're just gonna swoon. Look at that. So stinking cute. They're all the same. I didn't make 2 different kinds, but this bundle is a punch. So you can punch. What I did is I just did a whole bunch of white punches, and then I went over and stamped over the top of them. So you can do it however you want, but this is the bundle. So these are so stinking cute. I just love them. And this, I might like this one even better than the other one. I just love these little note cards. So the front of this was embossed with that gingham embossing folder. This is Granny Apple Green and Gray Granite. Again, I used those dang rhinestones. I cannot leave them alone. And then in here, we've got Highland Heather ink, Flirty Flamingo. This holder is Highland Heather, and that beautiful Highland Heather ribbon. Aren't these gorgeous? They're just so much fun. I just love them. So if you create one of these, please share it with me. I would love to see it. I think they're just so stinking adorable. So let's have some chit chat, guys. See what you guys are up to today. I don't have my laptop out here. Shame on me. So we're just gonna go. Hello, Georgie. Hello, Brenda and Carol and Kathy and Jean and Judy in UK. Pavinci. Elaine in Southern California. Girl, we love us some California. Darlene. Hello in Hawaii. Jean says, did you catch Dwayne The Rock I Dare You video that aired during opening ceremonies Friday night? I have not. I knew he was doing the opening ceremonies, but I haven't caught that video yet. I will. Don't you worry. Hello, Sharon and Brenda and Donna and Jamie and Jess. That's my kind of lazy, because I was playing with that tool this weekend and I was like, why must I switch out so much? Yep, girl, you need to. That's what that boils down to. Oh my goodness. Don't worry about it, Georgie. We didn't think you said anything bad. Hello, Sherry. Oh my gosh, Brenda says, oh great, now I have to order that too. I have to quit watching videos. Yeah, you're right, Brenda. They oil pipe all over the place. Why can't they water pipe to California? Well, there's an answer for that question. The answer to that question is the EPA. So yeah. There's lots of opportunity in California to catch water in dams, but they will not build a dam. So it's a whole thing. Denise Cheadle, hello, my friend. Yes, Darlene said the water puddle look. She likes the water puddle look. It really adds to the card. Isn't that funny? How like just one very small thing can really add. What a lovely gift. Yes, you could totally use this for your craft fairs. Absolutely. And hats off to Mikaela. She's the one that came up with the design of these. So there is a link so you can see hers too. Just note cards, Louise. It only fits note cards. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Love the boots. Aren't they cute? Okay, friends. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I am going to run and I am going to update the description of this video so it has all your links and all the things you need to shop with me, to go get your free project sheet and all of that. I appreciate you sharing this video, giving me a thumbs up on it, commenting. All your interaction means so much to me because it helps YouTube to know that you like what I'm doing. If you're watching and you're new here, we would love it if you would click subscribe and hang around with us. You can also click that little bell so that you get notifications when I go live. However, I do go live every Tuesday at noon Pacific Standard Time unless there's like an emergency. So, Louise, the name of the lady is Mikaela that created this originally, and there will be a link on my blog to her original blog post so that you can see that there. She's an artisan crafter with Stampin' Up, and she's in the UK. So I will link to her after I leave you guys here today. All right. I don't know what that means, Brenda. I have no idea. All right, I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to go over and update my blog posts and my description for the YouTube video so you can get that project sheet for free in your inbox. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Happy Tuesday, happy shopping. Enjoy this project. I can't wait to see what you make with it. Bye-bye.